need to learn how to control your lust, right? Now, lust, it's like a dragon. You can't slay a dragon, right? You can slay a snake, you can slay a deer, but a dragon, you can't slay it. You can only control it. So, in order for you to control your lust, what do you need to do? You need to unfollow lustful women on Instagram, lustful women on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, everything. Just unfollow them all. Because as soon as you see any post like that, as soon as you see anything like that, your brain instantly goes into primal mode. You instantly go into go, go, go. And you guys know what I'm talking about. So to avoid that, because you want to avoid it as much as possible, you don't want to run from it, you want to control it, but you do want to, avoid it, so that you just want to avoid it, right? You want to walk as long as possible until you have to run. So follow all lustful women, right? And rewire your brain. Stop looking at women as objects. Just look at them as people, because that's what they are. They're just people, right? They're just like us. They're just the opposite sex. So stop over sexualizing everything. Stop watching these pop the balloon shows. Stop watching shit like that. Is over sexualizing your brain, right? And this is how the industry is so crazy today, because they're selling to men, because they know that we have a stronger desire for sex than women, right? So society's using that to their advantage. Why would they not? It's great for business. It's great to make money off of. So why would they not do it, right? And morally, it's not really right, but you think they care? Exactly. So you need to care more about yourself than they do. What do I mean by that? They care about, getting that urge out of you so much, they're willing to advertise lustful women, they're willing to advertise shit like that. Like, it's all over. Like, so Netflix got lustful ass shows, YouTube, just everything, man. You can't even scroll without seeing something lustful. It depends on what you follow and who you follow, but especially on TikTok, your algorithm is somewhat controlled by, the stuff you're really interested in. But one wrong scroll, for instance, a lustful video might pop up and it's like a lustful girl. She may only last 3-4 seconds, and then David Goggins pops up talking about get back to work, blah, but still that lustful girl is still in your head, right? So it's damn near impossible you can't avoid the unavoidable, right? And plus the desire is gonna come either way. Like, even though I'm putting you guys on game with this, trying to, avoid lustful thoughts and lustful things like that, you're a man, bro. You're human, you're primal. Like, you're gonna get those thoughts, and you just gotta learn how to control yourself, right? Me personally, I haven't watched porn, I haven't masturbated in it's almost been 2 years now, right? And what I did, I'll be honest, what I did to be able to control my urges was, I don't even get those urges anymore to do that, because after consistency compounds, as I tell you guys all the time, right? So as you're able to resist temptation, as you're able to hold back your release, as you're able to control yourself, the thoughts just disappear. They emancipate, at least certain thoughts, right? For this instance, masturbation and porn. Those thoughts, I kid you not, I don't even think about that anymore until now, because I'm talking about it. And then even, I won't lie, I still get those thoughts every blue moon. Like, literally, I kid you not, it happens in 3-month cycles, right? I'll get that thought again, like, damn. And I get it really bad. I get the urge really bad, but I just control myself. I just ignore it. Why? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You know how you feel after that. Control yourself. So what I did to be able to control myself so well when it came to that was, I just thought, lust is like, this is how I look at it. Lust is an evil beast that the more you feed it, the hungrier it gets. So just don't feed it. Even if you feed it a little bit, the more you feed it, the hungrier it gets, right? It's just like a scratch. Lust is like a scratch, That's crazy. Now I'm getting a scratch. Lust is like a scratch, right? Lust is like an itch. My bad. You scratch that itch, you already knows what happens. You know what happens. You get a strong desire to keep itching. You get a strong desire to keep scratching that itch, so it'll go away. But you know it's not going to go away. So you have to control yourself. You have to calm yourself down. Just ignore it. And eventually you forget about it and it goes away. But if you keep scratching that itch, eventually it's going to bust. Eventually it's going to pop, right? And your urge is going to get stronger and stronger to keep scratching that itch. So I'm talking about as soon as you lay a nail on that scratch or itch, right? It doesn't matter if you touch it. You're sensitive right there. Bro, you already know. You're going to be scratching it. You're going to be scratching it. And it's going to be hard not to scratch it, right? 3 minutes later, you'll forget about it throughout the day. You'll feel a weird little sensation on your leg. You're like, oh, I do got an itch right there. Let me scratch it. Boom, boom, back in the cycle, right? So lust is like an evil beast you cannot tame. The more you feed it, the hungrier it gets. It's like an itch that if you scratch, it's gonna get itchier and itchier. So you just want to leave it alone. You don't want to mess with it at all. You want to use it to your advantage, right? That energy, you can sexual transmute that energy into purpose, into your purpose, into working out. Some of my best workouts have been when I was fucking horny, bro. Like, that's a blunt way to put it, but I'm being real. Because that's when you really connect with the weight. That's when you're really you're going all out. Your testosterone is at its, peak, right? And whenever you get thoughts like that and you're trying to overcome it, take a cold shower, right? Hit the gym, work out. Just don't fall into temptation because it's a itch. I can't stress this enough. It's a itch, right? It's a itch. If you scratch it, it's going to get itchier and itchier. Don't scratch it. Resist yourself. And I promise you, after 6 months of no porn, no masturbation, your confidence, man, y'all don't even know. Your confidence, if you have confidence right now, right, and you're stuck in the trap of fucking doing this shit, bro, the confidence you'll get when you stop watching porn. First of all, you'll look at, like, after 6 months of you being consistent without doing it, you look at porn as disgusting. You're watching another man have sex. Like, what? Like, go get some yourself, bro. And then you're touching yourself. Like, imagine how dumb you look when you're about to release, bro. Imagine how dumb you look. I'm not about to make the face, but imagine how dumb you look when you're about to release, dude. Like, just imagine yourself about to release from a third person perspective. Think about how dumb you look. And think about how dumb you look and think about how you're watching another man, girl, and you're imagining your bro, because you can't get none. And think about the dumbass face you're making. Like, come on, bro. Lock in. Good ways to overcome lust, cold shower, stand on your purpose. When you're busy, I'm busiest, bro. I do not even get thoughts like that anymore. Like, I'm human. I'm a man. Obviously, I get thoughts like that sometimes, but it's nothing about masturbation or pornography. It's just natural shit. If I'm talking to a girl, y'all know how it is, but I'm never on that overly lustful, like, can't even control myself. Like, nah, see, a lot of men in our generation, that's what they deal with, and it's a big issue. That's why I wanted to speak on it. But once you can master your lust, once you can control your lust, once you can transmute your lust into your purpose, man, confidence through the roof. Like, imagine you hit the gym, you're making money, and you can control your lust. That's the big three as a man, and you're staying true to God, man, that's amazing. That's an amazing life right there. But I mean, there's more, obviously, but yeah, man, I just, that's today's video. Learn how to control your lust. Boom. I got a video coming later, guys. It's gonna be how I train legs, so stay tuned.